Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Candace if you are new. If you're returning, welcome back. Today, I am going to be reading to you guys my Purdue supplemental essays that got me into Purdue. I am the class of 2024. Now I'm 2028, incoming freshman, and I start the 19th, but orientation starts the 13th. So I'm just gonna hop right into this because I don't want like a long introduction. So let's just get started. Okay. The first question is just simply why Purdue? Just for a little backstory, I applied as a business management major because I wanted to go into entrepreneurship and having my own nonprofit. But then I ended up deciding to switch my majors. And so yeah, this why Purdue essay is a little bit business focused. So just bear with me. If I'm looking down, it's because I'm reading off of my computer. Okay, here we go. Why Purdue? Through undergraduate research, hands-on experience, and rigorous courses, Purdue University will prepare me to accomplish my professional goal, founding and managing my very own business, a pet shelter. The Daniel School of Business will ensure that my business makes a positive impact on the cultural landscape by rehoming stray animals. Acquiring a business management degree from Purdue will ensure I have the soft skills needed to excel in my future entrepreneurial ventures. Since Purdue expands beyond its classroom walls, partaking in Purdue's study abroad program will feed my hunger to immerse in other cultures for a deeper understanding of inclusion and diversity. Though I'm not fluent in Spanish, I would love to travel to Spain and practice my Spanish in both a professional and casual setting. The immersion into a Spanish-speaking culture promotes the absorption of the new language. Granted the opportunity, I'm ready to absorb inside and outside the classroom walls at Purdue University. Learning does not only occur inside the classroom or overseas. The community of West Lafayette is full of learning opportunities. With volunteering, I can further enhance my learnings of humility and selflessness. In my years at Purdue, I intend to become an active member of A Cause for Pause and ACE, Campus Food Pantry organizations. These student-led organizations have a mission of giving back to their community through good works, which aligns with my priorities as a student and contributor to society. So in that essay, you can see I kind of did three main points. I talked about the classroom setting, I talked about study abroad, and I talked about some student organizations. And notice that I mentioned the organizations. They were A Cause for Pause and ACE Campus Food Pantry organizations. So you want to like show the school that you've done your research on their school, and you're not just like, oh, I would like to join some organizations, or like, oh, I want to do this. Be like very specific and try to like avoid being vague at all costs. Like show that like, oh, I've been on your website. I researched some organizations that I'm interested in joining. Or even like, I looked at like some of your classes and I looked at some of the teachers that teach them. I'm really eager to be taught by this professor, and like put that in your essay, put that passion in your essay. So the next question is why major, or why did I pick my major? With every reaching step, the air grew thinner. Each breath was a chore that I would happily endure every day of my lasting life given the opportunity. As I hike up the mountains of Costa Rica, 1,200 dogs walked beside me. At the land of the strays, all adoption fees are waived, yet there was no line of adoptees ready to claim them. This saddening realization was not a pill I stepped foot in Costa Rica ready to swallow. When we finally reached the top and I could steal a breath, I looked out to the clouds and settled on the town's horizon. My mind did not accept the beautifully luring distraction. It did not wander from the yearning to help every animal in my presence. It was in that long, unwavering moment that I knew my heartstrings were pulling toward not just a job, but a lifelong passion project. I was determined to help the helpless, all while improving the community's cultural landscape through the elimination of strays. I now want to establish and manage an animal shelter with a private veterinarian practice, so attending Purdue University will grant me the opportunity to absorb the knowledge from credible professors and join clubs to collaborate with fellow Purdue students in utilizing business administration to better the world around us. Acquiring a business management degree from Purdue will help equip me with the soft skills needed to motivate my employees or volunteers and encourage Okay. So I think the Common App cut off my essay. I'm on like the little first year applicant of, again, I did this a year ago, so I'm not sure why it says just stops at encourage, period. Not sure what that's about, but sorry about that. Yeah, so notice in that essay, I highlighted a key point that was on my resume, which was I visited the land of the strays with a company, a study abroad company called, I'll put the name on the screen because I forgot right now, but it was a big group. It was for like veterinary medicine. I was also interested in that major. I switched so many times. But I'm just so grateful that I like had parents that had the money to like explore all my interests so I could really hone in for like what I wanted to do in college. And this trip was just so impactful. So I actually wrote about one of the hikes we did and how that inspired me to like want to help animals and be in business administration. The last essay is briefly discuss your reasons for pursuing the alternate major you have selected. So Purdue, they'll say, here's your first major choice, here's your second major choice. A lot of schools do that. So they say like, why would you want to choose your alternate major? So, yes. And my alternate major was, I think, in the environmental sector. So it's either environmental engineering or environmental geosciences. Here we are. As a Christian, I feel that as a part of humanity's calling to take care of God's creation. That includes the environment and all of its inhabitants. Caring for the natural environment directly coincides with taking care of the animals, both domestic and wild. For example, if global warming is not in effect, the farmers can grow crops without worry of drought. Everyone's livelihood banks on the health and stability of the environment. When the environment is cared for, then the animals, humans included, are cared for. But when the animals take more and give less, or give too much of the wrong things, pollutants for example, then the environment is no longer in a state of peace or equilibrium. Geoscience is concerned with the human impact on all aspects of nature: geosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, and biosphere. Geoscientists work to solve problems affiliated with climate change, waste management, pollution, excess urbanization, and much more. These are all problems that cannot be ignored. So God's assignments of caring for his creations, along with the fact that this problem is inescapable, attracts me to the realm of environmental science. Though it is not my first choice, the idea of a sustainable living and fostering the environment is a priority I will take with me in any field I enter. So in this essay, I really just wanted to notice I started off with as a Christian. So that's a really big part of me and who I am and how I carry myself. And I wanted to put that in my essay because it not only describes like who I am, but like how I move throughout the world. And that's something that's interesting. It also is a little bit of a diversity thing. So in some of my essays, I mentioned that I am African-American, I'm female, and that I'm a Christian, because it's like a different, it gives your perspective on the world, and like try to integrate that in your paper when you apply, and that could help your odds of getting in. But yeah, guys, those are my essays for Purdue University. And if you want me to give my like stats or read my Common App essay, just comment down below and I can do that in a different video. But that is it for now, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.